Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. I am Dallisa. I am a fifth generation psychic medium, CEO of Spirit and Spark, and I come to you Monday mornings, at least Monday morning my time, to bring you your energy forecast for this week. So please do me a favor. I've got the comments up. If you are tuning in live, go ahead and start commenting. Let me know, where are you watching from today? What city, what state? If you are inside the US, if you're outside the US, let me know what country. If you're watching the replay, welcome as well. We're going to do a fun thing today, which is I'll pull cards and then we'll pick a few cards that you'll actually tune in and select one for yourself for this week. So it'll be a lot of fun. So welcome everybody. Yes, a couple of quick notes. Oh, perfect. We have a couple people from Las Vegas. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Our spiritual book club selection for this month for March is The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. So all my Spark Plug members, I hope you have picked up the book and you have started reading it. We'll have a discussion about The Untethered Soul later on in March. And I've read about half of it. It's really good. It's just one of those books that I keep like revisiting. And so I'm excited to take it over the finish line and have a conversation about that book. So make sure you pick that up. Huntington Beach, hello. Las Vegas, the UK. Olympia, hello. Yes, Shannon, it was a pleasure seeing you yesterday. I'm glad that we got to connect in person. Shannon's visiting Las Vegas, and I got to have lunch with her. It was beautiful. Yes, Henderson, Montgomery, Texas, Ann Arbor. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So yeah, The Untethered Soul, it's one of those just spiritual classics. So that's our book for this month. Christina's going to pop on in a little bit. We're going to try it again. I tried to have her on last week and technical difficulties. So we're going to try again because she has her free class passes. So she's going to tell you a little bit more about that class. It takes place tomorrow night. I do also have on the bottom of your screen that's scrolling our website. So if you're looking for a session, that's where you want to head, is the website. And then some of you may not know this, but I send out a text alert, usually just one a week, sometimes two, but on Mondays before I go live, I send out the link. So if you want that notification, you would just text the word expand in the body of a message, and the 2 number is 33222. So I have that scrolling at the bottom of your screen as well. I don't charge anything to opt into those. They only put data rates may apply in case your data carrier charges you to receive text messages. The Spark Plug members, just another mention about that, since we have members from all over the US. And then we do have our one UK member. Christina's doing, as she'll probably mention, and if not, I'll mention it now. She has a couple of classes that she's giving Spark Plug members a free class pass to. One is Reaching Your Ideal Weight. So if you're looking to lose weight, Reaching Your Ideal Weight is the class that she has, and you get a free class pass for that if you're a Spark Plug member. And then the other one is Looking at Your Past Lives. And we did past lives for March because we just got done reading as a Spark Plug group, Many Lives, Many Masters. So we're looking forward to offering that to you this month. If you're not a Spark Plug member, go to the website and click on classes. We have really awesome opportunities this month. Jennifer is going to be doing a class on numerology. Rachel's got one about how emotions are showing up in the physical body. Denise has got a peer-to-peer power up that's free that you can connect with other people. So make sure you're joining us for these group classes. It's a great way to connect with other people and to unlock treasures within yourself. So it's a great way to do that. Yeah. I think those are my updates. If you haven't already subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do it. I'm on a mission to get to 3,000 subscribers by this month, the 31st of this month. So I have about 800, 900 people to go. Hey, I think I could do it. Why not set a goal, right? And then make sure you like this video, and the comments are awesome too. So it looks like we've got, some Oh, Corolla is joining us for the first time. Welcome. Danny and Sherry, Tracy, Ellen, Jeff, Kristen, so many awesome people joining live today. So welcome to all of you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want to show you a couple of motivational quotes. I love Rumi. I quote Rumi all the time. I think one of my favorite quotes from Rumi, who's a poet, is live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. I love that quote. So I loaded a couple more in this morning, and I'm just going to show those to you briefly. So don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. I loved this. And I'm going to talk about this in a moment because it came forward with the energy for this week. So don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. I also like this one. The wound is the place where the light enters you. The wound is the place where the light enters you. And then lastly, the universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything you want, you already are. I just love those, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. So I love going online and just finding quotes from different people. So if you have one you like, feel free to email it over to me, Dallisa at spiritandspark.com. And I can include that in an upcoming broadcast. So when I was tuning into the energy, it felt like March actually feels pretty good. I say pretty good and laugh because what they're saying in my ear. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. I see, I hear, and I feel. And so as I do these broadcasts, I hear and sense different things. And what I just heard is like calm before the storm. I also get the direct impression that this month will have a lot around the truth being revealed. And I know I've talked about that. I know I've talked to you about 2021 being the year of plot twists. Yes, nothing with that has changed. It feels like I need to remind you what a plot twist is. A plot twist is not that you're predicting everything and everything happens according to plan. It's literally like when you think, oh, wow, yeah, I'm cruising along. Things are going great. I know what's coming. I feel confident, secure. A plot twist is not that. A plot twist is literally like the opposite. A plot twist is like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. All right. So you have to keep in mind it's the year of things being revealed to you. If you caught my 2021 prediction video that I did the end of 2020, then you will know that I talked about this being a year of big, swift changes. But one of the predictions I made was that the media would actually start to kind of unravel. And I feel called to remind you that if you are somebody who is sitting in front of the TV and watching mainstream news consistently, this might be the week where you start to just kind of pull back and ask yourself what it is that you believe. And that's why I love that Rumi quote about, are you really looking at other people's stories to build your own, or are you building your own? That's why I picked that quote this week, because I feel like there's going to be a lot around shock and awe in regards to what the collective, all of us, were led to believe, and that things are going to come out that really are going to surprise a lot of people, especially if you've been living in front of the TV or mainstream news. So for this week, I'd say, why don't you just take like a step backward, maybe shut the TV off for a little bit, and go inward and ask yourself, what do you believe? What are your goals? What are you going after? Instead of trying to figure out what your life should be based off of what other people are telling you it should be. Okay, so comment, let me know, does that make sense? Because we've been seeing, and I watch business news in the morning, so I'm catching some headlines here and there, but we're seeing like rumblings of different truths being revealed. And what I'm hearing to tell you is it's just the beginning. Um, they're saying right now, expect the unexpected, which is this year, but this month feels like it's like more of the layers being peeled back. And why I kind of laughed in the beginning when I said it feels like a pretty good month, March does. It does. But if you have bought in so deeply into whatever the mainstream narrative is, I think you could be thrown into a tailspin. Okay. Um, and if you've kind of banked on certain things happening in mainstream media, news, politics, whatever it is, I think this month you could go, what the F? So, yeah, that's what I get from March. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give you stock tips. I get asked a lot about money and where money should be. I will tell you though, it's been feeling off. And what I mean by that is it feels like March feels okay to me. I'd start to watch late March, around early April, and I would start to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to put it to you that way. Because when I look at the financial market, banking, investments, it feels wild, and not in a good way. And I've talked about Joni Patri on some of my other live broadcasts. I love her. She's a Vedic astrologer. She's on YouTube under JoniPatry, Joni Patri. And she came out with her March email this morning, which I loved. And she actually pinpoints the date of April 8th for things going sideways with markets and finances and stuff like that. So I'm feeling kind of like late March, and hers is April 8th. So I would say, for the next couple of weeks, you start to think through that. Again, don't buy into what other people are telling you. You've got to go inward and decide what makes sense for you with your money. But if you are somebody who is sitting at home and saying, I'm going to throw everything into these wild, crazy investments and just see what happens, I'd say, maybe not. Maybe not. Proceed with caution is what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So major plot twists and revelations for the energy of March. Why don't we pull a couple tarot cards and see what comes forward with this? I do see Christina's in our backstage, so she'll be joining us in just a few minutes. So let's do some cards first and see what comes in. So please comment if you're one of those folks watching the live feed right now. What do you make of the energy predictions that I just talked about for March? Do those feel right to you? Do you think I'm completely off my rocker? If you're watching the replay, you can comment on this video as well. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think the banking and finances are just going to be awesome this year? Do you think that they're going to go sideways? And I'm not even saying like from a logical point of view, like, what do you feel about it? Yeah. I had somebody in the comments is like, what the F? I know. I say that pretty often, especially when I'm doing live streams, because I don't want YouTube to throw my video off the platform. It's funny. I have kind of a bad mouth when it comes to profanity. So these videos are teaching me not to cuss so much, which is helpful. Let me scoot this back just slightly so I can pull my cards out. Okay, so let's surround this in love and light, highest vibration and frequency for everyone watching, live, replay, anybody that's going to access this video, that it's in your highest and best interest. And let's just pick a couple of cards for the collective for this week. What can we expect for the energy from this week? Okay. Yep. Gosh, I get that card a lot. Okay. Yeah, we do get some folks in the comments about they think that Yeah, about the financial markets and stocks and everything going a little bit sideways and a lot of changes to our financial system. Absolutely. So I get that too. So I pulled 5 cards. We actually have 2 that are major arcana. And if you follow me every week, that's like the main big energy, meaning it's something to pay closer attention to this week. We actually got a couple cards that are good, like really awesome, like moving forward, progressing, being kind of lucky with money this week. So, like I said, I feel like your finances are probably okay for the next couple of weeks, but it's just something I'd start to think about. We got the 8 of Wands, which is things moving forward, things progressing. So you should expect some level of action and movement, momentum this week, which is great. 9 of Pentacles, which is investments paying off, money starting to come to fruition. Things that you've been nurturing will start to come in even more so this week, which is great. We got the Fool. The Fool is the number 0 in the tarot deck. And it's like freedom, kind of being a little bit naive, though. It just kind of throwing caution to the wind. The card is about paying attention. It's like, yeah, you can have these awesome new beginnings. You can blaze a new pathway for yourself, but it's like, don't fall off the cliff. I'll show you. Like, it's literally don't fall off the cliff. You see this Fool is like walking like doo-doo-doo, not paying attention, and the cliff's like right there. So it's great. The sun's shining, new beginnings, new horizons. Like, it's great. It's freedom. But it's like, start your endeavors or things that you've got going on and pay attention. Don't just go on with blinders. And speaking of blinders, we got the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, she's literally like tied up with a blindfold on. This is the card of restrictions. What are you not? Okay, in other words, it's like she's trapped. She's trapped. It's like this illusion of being trapped. Restrictions. And the way that I feel that she like busts out of these restrictions is looking and going inward. Like I said, these cards are perfect because the message earlier on was step away from mainstream media, turn off the news, maybe stop reading the newspaper every day if that's something you do, and actually ask yourself, are you trapped or are you taking on the story of being trapped? Is someone else telling you you should feel trapped, or do you really feel that way? So the 8 of Swords is the perfect card to back that up. And then the last card that we got, which is interesting, is the Devil. And the Devil is a major arcana card. It's also about like buying into lies. It's about feeling trapped. It's about maybe feeling stubborn in your ways, like not being flexible, maybe trying to control things too much. It's also associated with taking too much on. It could be about being tied to things that are superficial. Again, it's like buying into the narrative. So if you feel this week that you're feeling triggered, that somebody bothers you, something that you hear in the news bothers you, I want you to ask yourself, why? Why is that actually bothering me? Because it has nothing to do with the messenger. It has nothing to do with the news story that you hear. It's something inside of you that feels maybe underserved, undervalued. And that Devil card is like, you gotta look within, because you've got to let yourself go. Just like that 8 of Swords, it's up to you to untie yourself. If you want to stay trapped in the narrative of this side or that side, or they're good, they're bad, if you want to stay in like the pointing fingers vibration, fine. But I'm here to tell you that this month is going to kick your rear end if you're in the narrative. Remember, I think it was like January where I kept saying, get out of the narrative, stay neutral, stay neutral. That's not denial. Neutral is not being in denial. Very, very, very different. You have to take the blindfold off and look at everything and deal with whatever is coming up. You need to take the blindfold off, because if you're not, and you're just kind of like, do, this month, you're going to be like, what the? Okay. So it's not about ignoring or being in denial. It's actually dealing and healing with whatever it is you're feeling. So I'm going to bring Christina on, and then I'm going to come back on, and we're going to do the pick a card, and we'll do the cards of destiny. So don't go anywhere. Christina, we're going to attempt to bring you on here. Perfect. You're here.
I'm here. I made it this week.
Yeah, you made it. We figured it out. Okay, awesome. So
Great.
I want you to tell everybody about the class you're doing tomorrow night. I gave a quick plug to your weight loss and reaching your ideal weight and your past life, taking a peek at your past life for March. But we want to make sure that people know about your free class for tomorrow night. So can you let people know what it is, and I'll tell them how to redeem it?
Absolutely. So tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, a Believe in Yourself class. It's a free hypnosis meditation. And I think the biggest difference is that it's, there's meditations everywhere, but hypnosis meditation is a place where I take you to where you're really open to suggestions. And what's so fascinating when you're in hypnosis is that your mind is open to receiving, it's open to changing. And the reason I picked that topic, Dallisa, is like you said, with the news. In fact, tomorrow, if anyone shows up, there is a section about not listening to the news because it can influence your mind so much in a negative way. But the reason I picked the topic is that with my clients, there's just so much negative self-talk, and it seems like a common thread with everyone is that there's this feeling that we're not good enough. So I just wanted to give everybody this boost that, come on, guys, let's believe in ourselves. Let's get regrounded. Let's find our center. There's a heck of a lot going out there. So let's just take an hour, take some time to breathe. Hypnosis is all about just that self-talk, controlling your mind, getting back to your breath, getting back to your mind, controlling the things you can control. We can't control so much right now. We can control our mind and we can control our thoughts. So I want to give you some good things to think about. So just join. It's fun. We'll see some fun faces. We'll stay connected. We've got to stay connected. So that's what it's about.
Beautiful. And it's about an hour tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it'll be about an hour. And I'll give some tips about rules of the mind so that you approach the hypnosis differently. You'll understand why I say certain things and do certain things. And I'm going to be giving you something if you attend.
Yay! Oh, that's awesome. So 6 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific time. So 9 o'clock Eastern. And all we need you to do is go to spiritandtospark.com. It's scrolling along the bottom of your screen right now. Click on the button once you get on the website that says contact. There's a little form on there. Just put your name, your email address, and just say, I want to go to Christina's class, or I want to go to the class tomorrow night. Whatever it is you remember to put in the form is fine. Right. And then I'll connect you with Christina. And that's it. Like, it's completely free. And it's a wonderful way to get back into touch with yourself, but also connect with like-minded people. So I love that you're doing this.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was preparing last night and I thought this feels so good. So people have been signing up quite a bit. So if you're interested, you got to reserve a spot.
Absolutely. And anybody watching that's already signed up, encourage somebody that you know, a friend or a family member that could use this, and encourage them to go onto the website and to sign up. The more the merrier. We've got spots left, but it'll definitely be probably the largest hypnosis meditation class we've had to date. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. It is. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on. Okay, we'll see you later, Christina.
Bye, Spirit.
All right, bye. Oh, yay. Okay, so tell a couple friends. Let's do this. Let's pack that class tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Pacific time. And remember, just go to spiritandospark.com, click contact, fill out the form, and I'll connect you with Christina. So that's awesome. So let's do our pick a card feature for this week. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a card of destiny for all of us. It's interesting because they wanted me to do spirit animals for this week. So this is the deck that I've selected for this week. And it's messages from your animal spirit guides. It's Stephen Farmer is the person who put this deck together. So I'm going to pull 5 cards. I will have them out in front of me. And I want you to comment and let me know which card 1 through 5, what animal are you going to pick for this week? And as I'm shuffling, I'm going to tell you that the way that you can work with this animal energy for this week is once you know what your animal is that's stepping forward for you, you can just ask that animal spirit to come in to help you. It's kind of like asking an angel or a spirit guide to help you. It just happens to be an animal form. Animals are wonderful. They often step forward in sessions. They love to help nurture and love us and guide us. And so let's see what animal energy comes forward. Okay, so start commenting. I see some of them coming in. Perfect. Oh yeah, they're all across the board. It's funny. Some weeks it's like everybody picks the same number. Okay. And for these videos, I would love if you told somebody about this YouTube channel so we can keep reaching a bigger and bigger audience. It means a lot to me. So thank you to everybody that does that. Okay, they want just the 5 off the top, so let's do it. Oh, interesting. Aw. Oh. Ooh, okay, these are awesome. Okay, so I trust that you have commented with the number card that you have selected for this week. The number 1 people, you got the shark. Yeah, that's my horrible impression of a shark. It says, trust your instincts to discern the truth in a situation. Isn't that funny? We were just talking all about truth and discerning what your truth is versus other people's truth. So if you are number 1 person, this is like, I hope you heard that message. This is your message for this week. Trust your instincts. So it's about going within. If you think someone, something, some situation is off or wrong or low vibe or like something doesn't feel right, number 1 people, you got to trust that this week. Okay, take those blinders off. Number 2 people, you got the peacock. The peacock is all about like standing on stage. Maybe you're not going to be on a physical stage this week, but it's about like showing off your tail feathers. It's about stepping into the spotlight. It's about being who you are, being yourself, being authentic, saying what you need to say, of course, from a place of love and kindness. But this is like, look at me, world, here I am. That's the peacock, okay? So the peacock is like, this is not the week to stand in the shadows. It's the week to speak your mind and say what it is that you want. So those are the number 2 people. If you picked number 3, you got the cat. That's why I was like, oh, I love cats. Cats are such like supercharged spiritual creatures. So the cat is about like stepping out on your own, having independence, not being codependent on anyone this week. This is about you just having your own independent flair. I would also say with this card about spending time alone to do your reflection. And with the codependency message of this card, it's about don't listen to what that other person thinks you should do. This is about you being that fierce, independent cat, like, whatever, I'm doing what I want this week. That's the number 3 people, okay? Because cats, they don't give a crap usually if you come home. Where a dog will be like all excited. A cat's like, I'm doing me, boo. If you're a number 3 person this week, that's the energy that you need for this week. Number 4 people, the elk, which is a very interesting card. The elk, and look at like, I always think of like the elk with the big, not the horns, but like the tusks and stuff that come up. They might have a different official name. I'm not an animal expert, but so it says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. This card reminds me, number 4 people, people will treat you like you teach them to treat you. And if you're a number 4 person, I'd kind of give that some thought this week. Are your standards maybe a little bit too low? Have you let some people in your life get away with things that maybe just don't feel right anymore in your world? This is about saying, you know what? I'm worth what I'm worth. I'm worth more. I'm worth love, and I'm worth trusting, whatever that frequency is. But it's about you holding it within yourself, kind of like this elk is like, yes, like very kind of noble energy, and embodying that, because what you believe about yourself is how people are going to treat you. Okay. And one of my favorite quotes is, when people, it's not a quote, it is a quote, but I'm paraphrasing that, believe people the first time. Okay. Because oftentimes someone will do something to us and maybe it's negative or it's like, oh crap, I can't believe they did that to me. That's so awful. And we take them back into our lives in whatever capacity or whatever role they're in, and then they do it again. So when somebody does something, whatever that action is, trust them the first time. So that elk is like, you know what? Your shenanigans aren't going to bother me anymore. I'm standing tall. You can be in your narrative over here, but I'm not going to do it. Okay. And number 5, the Wolverine is the number 5. You are a lot tougher than you think you are, is the message. And so if you're feeling a little bit maybe beat down, down and out this week, or you're feeling like, God, life just keeps throwing me lemons, the Wolverine's like, listen up, buddy. You're going to get through it and you're going to be so awesome on the other side of this. You just got to keep going. The Wolverine's like, keep going. Keep going, one foot in front of the other. Do not give up now. Do not. You're like halfway through the tunnel. Keep going. The light is there. Keep going. You're a lot tougher than you think you are, is the message. All right. So that's that perseverance. It's that resiliency. And I'm not sure if you caught it on our Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Spirit and Spark Private Group. If you're on Facebook, you can find us in there. But Rachel just posted, and today is actually like National Compliment Day. And Rachel's doing a post in there, and you can go on and post what compliment did you give somebody today. But I bring it up because she's doing buy one, get one session. She's all about tapping into the energy of your heart, resiliency, getting through anything. So if you're feeling like you've been run over and life just keeps like backing the car up and going in reverse and then driving forward on top of you again, I would consider really taking advantage of that offer. Rachel's amazing, but that's over in the Spirit and Spark private group. If you want to check that out, she's got the coupon code in there. Let's go ahead and pick a card of destiny. Please do me a favor. Everybody that picked a card and you got your animal, can you go ahead and comment right now, live or replay, either way, and let me know, did it resonate with you? Did that message of the card 1 through 5, did it resonate with you? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. As I shuffle my cards of destiny, we pick a card for this week. Yes. Somebody just commented and said they were staring at their cat when I picked the cat card. Mary, I love it. That's awesome. Corolla says Rachel's amazing. Yes, 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 absolutely. Yep, the elk resonates. Everyone's saying yes, the cards resonated, so I love that. Okay. Oh, there's our card for this week. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, beautiful. And a friendly reminder that Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, which would be noon Eastern, I have my morning show that I co-host with Lisa. She has her channel Buddhist Biohacker here on YouTube. She and I will do our combined predictions, and we'll talk more about this energy that we're both getting. And we'll have an astrologer on that will look at the planetary aspects. So, and the podcast episode for this week is Kate Wind, who is an astrologer and feng shui expert. And she's giving us our March planetary forecast for astrology. If you have no idea what I'm talking about in regards to my podcast, it's called Highway to Healing. And it's on all podcast platforms like Google, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And I also publish it on my YouTube channel. So she'll have our astrology forecast, which will be very interesting for March. Okay, so the last card that we have is our card of destiny. We got the 2 of Hearts today. So let me go ahead and share this. It says the deeper embrace of self or with another is in the cards for this week. Your soul is calling to you. Allow the past to fall behind and let go of what no longer serves you or your life. Face forward to fall into love's embrace for now and for the future. So basically, love is present. Fall into it, okay? Let yourself be the priority in all of your relationships. Backs up what we were seeing throughout this broadcast today. Partnerships of all kinds are favored, and each one will reflect the relationship you are having with yourself. I need to pause right there. It's a great reminder because remember, you attract in mirrors of yourself or things that you need to heal. And if you find yourself wanting some kind of partnership, romantic business partnership, and you want that to come into your life to solve a problem, it's not going to solve a problem. It's only going to amplify everything you have within yourself already. Okay? It says, it is most important that you act from what you know is true for you rather than obligation. Again, inner reflection. What is it that you believe and what is it that you want? Not what the outside people tell you you need to have. Follow your heart and express what is most important to you in every way. Listen to the call of your soul and say yes to love. Pay close attention to messages that come your way and all of your interactions. Intimacy is key, first with self and then with others. Told you! That's the Two of Hearts card. That deck is really cool. It's based off of a standard deck of playing cards, and I just love that deck. So beautiful. Well, like I said, hopefully you're telling a few of your friends. You're going to sign up for Christina's class tomorrow night, free class. Again, go to spiritandspark.com, click on connect and send us a message. Reminder, if you are looking for a session, you can go on and click book a session through the website. And if you want to know, like, who should I go and see? I'm having this going on in my life. I don't know who to talk to. Just shoot me a text on the business line. It'll be in the practitioner directory once you click on book a session. And I can give you a recommendation or a few people that you might want to get a hold of and see who might be the best fit for you. But I'm happy to make those recommendations for you. And make it a great week, everybody. It's going to be a wild month, and it's just going to keep getting a little bit kookier and kookier. So stay within, listen to your own voice, your own soul, and don't buy so much into what you're hearing around you, because a lot of it's going to be revealed as not quite what you thought it was. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope to see you over at spiritandspark.com. And again, a special thank you to all of my Spark Plug members. We'll see you in the member portal. And I'll be back again Thursday morning for This Morning with Lisa and Dallisa, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. We'll see